Mares and gentle colts were almost in operation, within absolutely 1 Amtrak at a time, but looks like if we're gonna be making the longest train, our new layout has been released in a new update for this one. But looks like if I have to save for somewhere in long time, because this is how it goes on to Cram Republic to get on which in a little bit time. Let's just turn up the music, and that way should be leads us into big ways to go all the way down here to Camp River Free. So it looks like if we're gonna be doing this a little bit first, but before we're gonna be heading on up here until this is how it's gonna be going up here into this one bridge, and this is how the fastest way is not the fastest way to get up here, and this is how the most dangerous way not try to get homeless. But it looks like if I'm not just gonna be going up here, I fell down for just a little bit. These are the canyon ways to get up on top and make things in touch. But it looks like almost there to Grand Republic. To get up here as really fast as possible. To get up here as really literally fast. To be up here as always wisely. But you've made here for a little bit of waterfall out here. And another one will be absolutely going to be pretty not insane at all. So it looks like this is the way bridge and goes all the way down into some kind of European bridge. It is a British bridge of some kind of a British rails, and heading down into this going to be going downhill as well. And that is the port of Cram Republic for just a little bit for 1930s staff. But looks like here it comes the biggest river. The bigger river as always, but looks like there must be a huge fountain that you may imagine like this one. And I just updated for this one kind of the most huge station. It requires for 3 trains, 3 long trains only. We got a little bit once again, and we got a huge sheds. And this is absolutely quite so big, with some kind of rear bumpers as well. So the end buffers, something like everything is gonna be here. It looks like, and this some kind of a huge thing, and that must be a temporary turnaround loop. But don't worry, the diesels will come, and some kind of a cargo intimidated for just in the mortal service will be going on. So absolutely, if we're gonna be departing in the port of the Cram Republic, as we're going to be getting all the way down here to this station, the Spring Voyage station, is we're going to be around here. And the main thing is, we're absolutely pretty certain it's going to be very long time, because more features about other side of the other layout. And this is the Sprinter Voyage Northeast Corridor reference is going to be look like here. But the good thing is, I might make sure this is going to be something of a very good idea and make all the way. This is where you're going back into where it belongs. And this is how you get there to Camp River Free. So as you can see that we might be able to get up here. As we're going to go all the way up into some kind of a huge like hills into the woods. And it may come with this far. But more versions will be cut off for just a little bit once. To cut off highway and change it into another one and make it into the fastest way that's literally possible. If this is some kind of the fastest way that you should might able to make way into some other kinds of peaceful like these ones, and this is how you might able to get down as well. Because forgetting about, if that's something forgetting about shortcuts, that should lead to Camp River Free for just a little bit. Now this is an European and dark and out into the lumber woods as well. And this is how some kind of extremely beautiful how Arabic is. And how big is some kind of stations. And there must be a railway and buffers looks like this. And because I just slept out to getting out of the ring. And because I made this strategy look like big and exactly how wonderful is gotta be rich. Now looks like departing from Camp Everfree to voyage to port of the Cram Republic. So absolutely I just need to went back into this here. I just completely saved it in slot number 1 because I absolutely gonna be sponsored in the model for trains like easier. So it looks like without freight trains, looks like I just gonna be putting my train collisions on and it won't be absolutely gonna be using for misbehavior. So looks like if I have to build all the way through out here, this is the diesel stage, around for the fourth stage, around for 4 to 8 sheds used for diesel trains only. But without electric trains, using for diesel and electric trains is gonna be using for only one purposely on the use. But absolutely, this is gonna be intensely fun day. Things might going to get changed within the station. That is where absolutely that I just gonna be been here for the last time. If we departed from Creme Republic to Camp Everfree, it is gonna be a little bit weird. But looks like starting in Camp Everfree to Creme Republic, and Creme Republic back to Camp Everfree. But looks like it's just gonna be going on the camps as well. As you're gonna be using for this one, that's what gonna be keeping on running. So as you're gonna be spawning on this train, there must be a GUI update in row scale Sandbox as well. Using for RLMP15 means an EMD-SW8, which is gonna be coming a little bit for Immortal like these things. And the trains for steam locomotives will be coming soon, against very far. And if I just gonna be using for save and load, I got 11,000 parts as well. Looks like 1,100 and 1,400 parts as well. Looks like I'm not gonna be reaching up to 1 million parts as well, because I absolutely cancel it. But looks like if I'm just gonna be using for something from change from extras to rolling stock, and looks like we got something, a very huge diesel locomotives down into the zone front. You can use for the Amtrak P42. Looks like it's gonna be something, a very good opportunity that we're gonna be using for a super chief, and that is how some other trains will be gonna be extremely powerful. Now I just gotta be very scroll down, and that is the evolution right there. Is if it's something that I just spawn a freight train, it will be taking more time to load. But what absolutely that I ever use, but it's something kind of a very long time for do this. This is the Amtrak P42DC. But absolutely I was right, and that it sounds like an unreliable engine sound like this one. This train is gonna be bigger than this guy over here, but it won't be absolutely gonna be taking a little bit smaller. But unnecessary it was. It's a little bit bigger until we're gonna be switching to other locomotives as well. But the other steam engines look like this. And this is gonna be evolution of the Southern Pacific Daylight. Now it looks like I'm just gonna be taking a little bit look around this one, and taking for some a little bit of actions inside of American reference. Now I'm just gonna be responding responsibility. Now this is something kind of Southern Pacific GS4. This is the 4612. It was absolutely pretty not insanely strong train. And other locomotives down here in towards that I just owned for the Christmas event. This is the new GS4. Looks like this is the 4431, which is absolutely pretty longer than the average version of the Southern Pacific GS4. So it looks like I think we got the missing tenders by using rolling stock. I'm just gonna be using for the rolling stock, that gonna be all the way down here. Before we're gonna be end of this video, I might require that is gonna be doing like this in Christmas 2022. I think this is something kind of just a little bit. And we have the GS4 tender. Wait, this is some kind of just a little bit mistake. I just randomly spawned for a spinach baggage one car as well. So I was absolutely pretty so wrong about spawning like these American Freedom. It looks like we're almost scrolling down, or just a little bit, for special Christmas 2022 about this one. Because I'm sorry about this one, because I just absolutely feel it's a little bit ruined to this one. I think it must be the perfect one as well. So another rolling stock should be gonna be a little bit up here, and there we have it. But a little bit for something a little bit pretty good what's going on. So if I'm just gonna be doing what absolutely I pretty do, I might be able to delete something a little bit one thing, and looks like something like an updated version like these ones. I'm absolutely gonna be uncouple as well, and smart deleting train tool as well. So there you have it. and I'm gonna be turning on the camera control. Free cameras. Looks like it's just gonna be using for free cam inside the game. It looks like there must be steam engines steaming all around and still hissing all the way around for just a little bit something. So there we have it for a huge amount of updates, for expanding, for some kind of long rails from Cram Republic to Camp Everfree to head all over each one. And exactly is gonna be Slumbering Moon and the super locomotive number 4449 departing to the land of train dreams. So if you like for today's video, but that's it for all of this one for some kind of updates, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. Thanks for watching. That I'm gonna be see you down the line, over and out.